doesn't it? Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Set to kick off.
Here's the punter, Rigoberto Sanchez, on to get us started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. Taken about 7 yards deep. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. On first down, Jacob Eason. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham.
Eason's pass.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. From the gun is Eason. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Second and 10.
Throwing again. Eason. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Patrick Queen in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. From the gun on 3rd down. Eason, he's going to walk, and that's caught inside the 35. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. Open man is Howard, the tight end. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. 7 yards, the pickup there.
2nd and 3. At the Panthers' 26-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short.
Gain on the play. It's 3rd.
Eason sets to throw it. Screen play, Johnson. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Big completion there on 3rd and short. Keeps their opening drive alive.
Not only alive, but plenty of possibilities now. 1st and goal, and you know me. I'm a big advocate. If you're going to throw the ball, throw it early in the down and distance count.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. They'll run it with Johnson, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Off play action. Knight. Throw left side complete. It's Young. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Off the play fake. Knight.
As a general manager, you're counting on your first and second round draft picks to have a big-time impact on your team. But where you make your bones, rounds 3 through 7. If you can find a few diamonds in the rough there, develop them, then you've got something going, and we're seeing one right here.
Yeah, plays like that lead me to believe that they found a diamond in the rough. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
Touchdown, Carolina.
23 yards for the touchdown. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
So now the Panthers making the decision. They're going to go for 2. They'll try and run it up the middle. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down into those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
A.J. Terrell on the coverage.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down. Yes, it's the first half, but we'll see if that stuff there on 3rd and 1 comes back to haunt him.
I hope you don't mind, but it's not going to stop me from putting a check mark next to this play. Let's look back as this game progresses and see if this is one of the key plays in the game, even though it occurred early.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Off play action. Knight. Smith catches left side. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 28-yard line.
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Off the play fake. Knight. And that's caught by Smith. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that could be the make or break difference on a play. This time you had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty. Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. They're going to try and throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Stevens. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Off play action. Knight. And this is caught at the 8. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 23 yards, the final tally.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in for the score. And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. And it wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Patrick Queen able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Running from the gun, Johnson. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. It'll be a gain of about 5, but they're left with a 3rd and still about 12 to go.
Brings up 3rd and 12.
From the gun, Eason, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November, but they would be a wild card team. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there. Ties LT with his 31st touchdown of the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead. They're going to try and run. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
1st and 10, Eason. Eason in trouble, and down he goes. Patrick Queen getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Operating from the gun. Eason. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted.
Ain't doing nothing.
Picked off at the 22. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
Ah, you're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, and have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski
different
was an
things for different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a
too many syllables.
word.
Yeah.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. The Cowboys on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, Eason. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Patrick Queen. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
A very good return that time. 18 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A big play there. With touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch, take it to the house. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's something they've got to be casual.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. Patrick Queen, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Gotcha. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2nd and 4.
Throw left side complete. It's Smith. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. This will be caught inside the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more.
Rigoberto Sanchez.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Dallas offense back out onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him and keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Eason, throw complete right side to Cooks. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun. Eason, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And out will come the offense as they take over. Off the play fake. Knight. His throw incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
1st down, Panthers.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A really good pickup of 28. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And this offense is running away with this one. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the 1st half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon.
Rigoberto Sanchez set to
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with him punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Eason, man open, it's Goodwin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a 1st down pickup. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. From the gun, Eason, and he's going to go down again. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the 1st half. On 3rd down, Johnson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This is taken at about the 14. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Off play action. Knight. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Young. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A big play there just before halftime. 49 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Off the play fake. Knight. Throw left side complete. It's Young. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown.
Touchdown.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this carries into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The clock showing just 16 seconds till the half as they line up 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun. Eason, and he finds Howard complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So we've reached. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
60.
The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
Off play action. Knight. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Smith. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Holding offense.
Hey, we're going to do what we do. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books. But now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. Off the play fake. Knight. Throw left side complete. It's Smith. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Off play action. Knight. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Young. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A 7-yard touchdown grab as his guys continue to pour it on. The Panther offense staying put. They'll go for 2. And that touchdown reception is the 5th for him in this game, and that ties the NFL record.
And a record that's held up since 1950. This is another person that's tied it, but think about this. Bob Shaw said it in 1950. Kellen Winslow came along and tied it. And then, of course, Jerry Rice tied it as well. And finally, we're seeing it here one more time.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Second down, here's Eason. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He's at the 40, 20, 10, touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys claw one back.
The extra point.
And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
that is
by the time we have to
positive.
leave the booth.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Off the play fake. Knight. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A big play there. 52 yards. And this offense continues to pour it on. The Panther offense staying put. They'll go for 2. And that, boys and girls, is an NFL record 6th touchdown reception. The record has stood since 1950. What a game.
How about that? Because so many things have to go right in order for it to happen. Not just him catching the passes. Someone delivering it accurately. Offensive line giving them time to throw the ball. A true team record. But he stands above it because he was on the receiving end of so many great plays.
They'll throw on first down with Eason. That's caught by Howard. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 34-yard line.
Now Johnson. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
On 3rd and 2, Eason. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
42-yard punt, 6 on the return.
1st and 10 at their own 28.
The Carolina offense about ready to go. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
And now they're just looking to add to that total. Now this throw caught left side. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Here's 2nd and 1 now from the 7. Now a handoff looking right. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that
pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Patrick Queen in there yet again. They just cannot block him. He now has 8 sacks, and that is a new single-game record. Eason on 2nd down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
At the 40-yard line.
On 1st down, Eason. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. Dallas, Texas is the spot. 3rd quarter inside AT&T Stadium. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Eason, completion here to Claypool. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return.
At their own 20.
Carolina getting set to take the field. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the
wide open, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Off play action. Knight. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That's good for 28 yards.
And the Panther 1st down. That's the end of the 3rd quarter with the score Panthers 83. Cowboys 14.
Off the play fake. Knight. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
8 yards on the pickup.
Off play action. Knight. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
Touchdown.
Jonnu Smith, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers take advantage of the turnover to put up 6. I'm not sure what other ground there is to cover here. I mean, this offense has been amazing. Just total domination, Charles.
They've clicked so well, and if you really focus in on the offensive line, they've protected well when they wanted to throw the ball. They've moved people off the line of scrimmage when they wanted to run it. Smiles all the way around. This offense has been really good in this one.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Dallas offense back out onto the field. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. On 1st and 10, Eason, wide open receiver complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Cowboys are able to make things a bit more respectable. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Off the play fake. Knight. The 20. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Young. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A big play there. 45 yards as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Well, they just continue to roll. And, Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to enjoy this big cushion.
I can't remember the last time we saw them play this loose and have this much fun. I think they'd love to be able to capture this game, carry it with them from week to week, and be able to execute like this in all the rest of their games.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. To be frank, you really have to feel for them. This is appearing to not be their week yet again. So another loss in the cards as they trail big in quarter number 4. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. From the gun, Eason, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Chase Claypool, the intended target. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
To throw again, Eason. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
On 3rd down, Eason is going to let this one go deep. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this 4th quarter. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Off play action, Knight. Throw left side complete. That's Young. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. 48 yards. And the Panthers just continue to pour it on. The Panther offense staying put. They'll go for 2.
Well, where our booth is here, we can see all of the writers to our left. And their post-game stories, Charles, they have been filed for some time because this game, boy, is it lopsided.
Yeah, we can see our guy Scoop. He's even got his fedora tipped over his face. I think he's taking a nap now. Nothing left to write for him, but how gratifying has it been for them to see what they've done in practice and carry it into a game and see the execution be so good. They've got to feel fantastic about what they've accomplished in this one.
Possession of the football going back to the Cowboys. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
Throwing on first down. Eason, he finds his tight end Howard. That's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Second down and 10.
Throwing again. Eason, the Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Able to hit his target, Claypool. 30, 20, touchdown, Cowboys. Chase Claypool with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys claw one back.
Fairbairn lining up.
That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
My old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Gonna save the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the fourth.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
26 yards.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Have confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and look like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Off the play fake. Knight. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
Makes it second and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Off play action. Knight. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Yards to go.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Back to throw. Knight. And this is incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Operating from the gun. Eason. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Patrick Queen leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Throw left side, taken in by Claypool.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. Fourth down. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Now they try the right side here. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's got some space here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the 4th quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears...
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, just about everything they've run has been successful in this one. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm done with this, right? I have no answers for anything. In fact, I'd probably send a note to the clock operator. Let it run.
And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
And now here come the Cowboys.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Patrick Queen came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Eason, and he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him, and after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And taken right on the 30. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. The Carolina offense about ready to go.
And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that?
And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. They'll try and run it up the middle. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
first down. Jacob Eason.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, and that'll bring up second down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
To throw again.
Eason in trouble, and down he goes.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Throwing on 3rd and long. Eason looking left side, and it's complete. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Fairbairn good with the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
10 yards.
A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Off the play fake. Knight. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to